trying to improve it. And that's where I come in to help remove those tech headaches. And today I wanted to pop on here to say hello and kind of give you a backstory of how I got started, because a lot of you might be new to the page, a lot of you might be new to me, and it's just one of those things I like to do every so often. So feel free, even if you're joining me on the replay, to pop into the comments down below, say hello. I love connecting with you. And today we're going to talk about how I got started, how I went from my full-time job at Apple to full-time entrepreneurship. It's been an amazing journey. It's going into almost its 6th year, which is awesome. And I felt like I needed to share, what's been happening and the one thing that's helped me keep going from the start. So let's back up for a minute and talk about where it started. So back in 2015, I was working a full-time job at Apple, and everything was great. However, I still felt like there was something missing, right? It was one of those things where I knew that that was not my end game. That was not the stopping point for me. That was just a stepping stone to the next big thing. And I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I've always worked on different business ideas and had a part-time entrepreneurship going on back when I first started years and years ago. And I knew that it was going to be something I was going to do full-time at some point. But I didn't think that was going to come up as quickly as it did. And so in 2015, I ended up quitting my full-time job with benefits, healthcare, 401k, all of the things that we're supposed to have and we're supposed to go after. I had it all, and then I decided to give that up, to take that chance, that leap, that jump into entrepreneurship. Now, it wasn't an easy decision. It took me a while to really commit to that decision because I knew it was going to be a challenge. I knew that it was going to be hard to run my own business full time, to give up a good paycheck with all the benefits and all of the discounts and all of the things, right? And so I knew that I had to do what I call planning your exit strategy. So before I left, I was planning things out, making sure that time was going to be right, and that I can get from full-time to from full-time business. I messed that up. From full-time employee to full-time entrepreneur. And so what I did was I planned out things. I made sure that I had 6 months of savings set up for an emergency fund. I made sure that I knew what I was going to be working on in terms of my business. And it really started with me building out my website, because I knew that that was one of the key components to being online, because people need to find you, right? And so it started with that. And when I made that decision to finally commit, I had to continue to research the online space. I had to make notes. I mean, I was already online and making sure that I'm paying attention, because, if you've been following me, you know that I love to stay one step ahead of the curve. I love being able to find the latest technology and seeing how I can adapt it both for my business as well as for my clients. And I break it down into the simplest form so that you don't have to deal with all the tech headaches, right? That's like my job. I deal with the tech headaches, so you don't have to. And so I continue to do that even to this day, but at the beginning especially, I was making sure that I knew what I was getting myself into, which you never really know when it comes to entrepreneurship. For those who are running your own business, you know that really well as well. But it's one of those things that I had to make that decision to finally say goodbye to the full-time job and hello to the entrepreneurship. And so that is when I was faced with a dilemma. I was trying to figure out, how am I going to stand out online? Like, sure, I got the website, I got the business idea, I gave up my full-time job. Like, those all were moving forward and we were going in the right direction. But then I was trying to figure out, like, how do I stand out? What is going to make me stand out from everyone else online, right? How are people going to find me? And so that's when I went back to my research. Research is key. And I discovered live broadcasting. Now, this is before Facebook Live. This is back when a fairly small company called Periscope started. and it was just becoming a thing at live broadcasting. And I thought, whoa, this is interesting. So I studied it, and then I had to teach myself because there's nobody out there teaching you really how to go live even now. And then it was brand new, and we were just all trying to figure it out. And the dilemma I had with that, though, because I found my solution going live, but the problem with that was I don't like being on camera, or I should say I didn't like being on camera. I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want to have my voice on audio. I wanted to still be the guy behind the camera. I've been doing production work in terms of project planning and being able to help with content creation, all these things that go into live broadcasting as well. But I wanted to stay behind the camera. I didn't want to be in front of the camera. So I was stuck. I was really, really struggling because I'm like, I found exactly what I needed to get out in front of people and to stand out online. But the thing that was getting in my way was me. I didn't want to push past my fears. So I had to have a real conversation with myself, the boss. I had to sit down with myself, and I still remember it. I sat down in the backyard, and I had a talk with myself. I knew that if I wanted my business to survive, I had to get into this live broadcasting thing. It was like a non-negotiable for me, because I knew that once I can get past my fears and I can start going live, I was going to be able to break through the noise. I was going to be able to grow my confidence both in myself and my business. And I was going to be able to stand out and really make a difference. And more so than just a regular post, right? Not to say that you shouldn't post anything if you're going to go live or whatever. You want to make sure that all these things work together. So I made sure to have that conversation with myself. I said, okay, Ed, you're going to do this. You're going to have to get good at going live. And mind you, good is stepping in front of the camera. Like, it's not like you have to get all crazy and fancy like my Ed Talk TV show here on Facebook. It's literally like removing those fears and pushing past your comfort zone and getting in front of the camera. And so I did a lot of work on that, and I had to teach myself, and I had to continue to study the online space and really get comfortable. And then Facebook Live came around, and it was like starting all over again in the sense that you had to push past those fears, and you had to learn that platform. And now, Facebook Live has taken over, and it has been a game changer. And so I bring that up because I really want to make sure that you don't miss out on the opportunity to incorporate live broadcasting in your online marketing efforts, because it is huge. That's why I call myself a Facebook Live producer. The title change has been different over the years. This one's a recent one, but it's because I realized that I've been doing this for so long that it makes sense to say that I'm a Facebook Live producer, because both for myself and for my clients, I've helped people produce their own shows, their episodes, I call them, from one-offs to full-on shows. And so it's been a game changer for me, for my business, and for others who have embraced live broadcasting. And so I just really want you to make sure that you're not missing the opportunity, because you still have a chance to get in before everyone does, right? Like, live broadcasting's been around for years now. But if you think about it, not a whole lot of business owners are taking advantage of it still to this day. And it's why, I should say, because they're afraid of getting in front of the camera. They don't know what to say. Maybe they are afraid of the tech. Maybe things are just too overwhelming because they have so many other things that they should be doing or think they should be doing, and that they don't know how to factor this in, right? Like, we as business owners, when we sign up for things like Facebook, we don't get an instruction manual. There's not a 1, 2, 3, like, this is what you do after you sign up, and this is what you should fill out, and make sure you do this. We don't get that. We sign up, and it's like, here's the entire world, figure it out on your own. And that's where I come in to help break things down, right? That's what I try to do through all of my broadcasts and through the work that I do online and offline. And so really, I just want to make sure that you know that Facebook Live specifically is key to growing your business online. Whether you're just starting out or you've been around and you're just looking to spice things up, break through that noise, really, really embrace live broadcasting because it's a game changer and there's so many benefits to it. Let me just double check my notes. I want to make sure that I caught everything. Checking the comments. Perfect. So really make sure that you start incorporating it because it will make your life so much easier once you use live broadcasting, and it will make your online marketing efforts so much easier, so much easier. So if video is on your list this year to either start doing or to improve, because maybe some of you are already testing the waters, please reach out. I put a link in the description for you to sign up for a free call. Let's talk about what you have planned or what you would like to do and how I can help support you with that, because today is your day. We need to start getting you in front of that camera, and not just in front of the camera, but get you to go live with a plan. And that plan is making a call. So be sure to schedule your call. It's free and it's right there in the description. And if you guys need anything, feel free to reach out, and I will see you back here next week. And don't forget to comment if you're watching the replay. I'd love to connect with you. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.